The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
It's a no-hitter, and the Dogs win the region.
Here's a ball hit deep to left field. Back to the wall. It is gone. Listen to this crowd. Walk-off home run.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School Baseball here on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Along with Kelly O'Neill, I'm Andrew Carter, and we are ready for action here as the Cedartown Bulldogs will be the home team in this matchup here at Lake Point, field number 11, against the North Forsyth Warriors. And 3-0 start for the Bulldogs already, a strong start, looking for a great outing here for our starting pitcher today.
Yeah, we'll have a challenge with this 6A team, the second 6A team in a row that we've played.
It's going to be larger classification schools galore this weekend.
6, 6, and 7, actually. Be a good challenge for this team.
Samuel Formby, the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, completing his warm-up tosses. The defense for Cedartown will go around the horn. For the Cedartown Bulldogs, you've got Cole Dingler at first base, Denver Nell at second base. Shortstop is Dylan Cupp. At third base, Xavier Holliday. Catching tonight, Eli Barrow. In left field, it's going to be Ace Allen. Center field is Reese Tanner. And in right field, Tony Ware. And we're ready to go here in the top of the first inning.
Play ball.
Leading off will be Jake Prince. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike one. 0-1 the count to Jake Prince. Jake Prince, the shortstop, then Colin Seabold, second baseman, and Kyle Duckwall, the first baseman. 1, 2, and 3 in their lineup. 0-1 pitch.
Look at that.
Called strike two, right down the middle.
That Samuel Formby is a strike throwing machine, Andrew.
Just coming into his own here in his sophomore year.
Yeah. So I stood next to him yesterday, and I couldn't believe how tall he was.
0-2 is hit on the ground toward third. That's a fair ball picked up by X Hawley. Throw to first. Just dropped there at first base.
That was close.
Good pick there by X Holiday to even make it a close play. It's probably going to be an infield hit.
I think so, because it took X way off the line there on the other side of the foul side of the third base bag.
So Jake Prince reaches on what we would assume is an infield hit, as it was a high bouncer over to third base. This is artificial turf here. It's wet turf, so the turf's going to be a little damp. But one thing about Lake Point is with the turf, they've got a great drainage system under the field, so any water is going to dry up pretty quickly.
I don't see one single puddle, and it rained a pretty good bit.
Colin Seabold, the batter, with Jake Prince on first base. Samuel Formby, the lefty for the Bulldogs, on the hill. He comes set. And the pitch. Strike called, 0-1. No balls and one strike. Formby looking in, a long look in to Eli. Eli actually looking toward the dugout for the sign. And now he'll flash the sign there, and now we have time called at the plate. Something you can't do in the major leagues this year, by the way. There's new rules that have been put into effect, and we'll talk a little bit more about the MLB rules later on in the broadcast. Consider the 0-1 pitch as they throw down to first, and the runner is back safely.
Yeah, some interesting changes to the MLB.
Including you can't take forever at the plate anymore.
Nope.
They're just trying to speed up the game. And I'm not going to – I'll tell you how I really feel, because nobody really cares.
That's right.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count to Seabold.
Samuel is playing above his grade, I would say. He's a sophomore, but he's throwing more like a senior to me.
Dylan Cupp and all come in to talk to him on the mound. Dogs wearing their red uniform tops with the V-neck, white and black stripes, the gray pants. Of course, the Dogs don't want to get their cream-colored jerseys wet on a night like tonight.
No.
Hopefully tomorrow, the morning looks to be wet, but the afternoon looks to be dry, so we'll hope for the best there.
Good temperatures, too.
No balls, 2 strikes to Seabolt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 gone in the top of the first.
That's 1K. So I think the high is supposed to be in the mid-60s and the low 50s tomorrow.
That's much better than 52 degrees and wet right now.
Is it 52?
It is. So 1 out with Prince on first base.
A double play will get us out of this.
Seabold, a victim of the strikeout. And batting for them is number 7, Kyle Duckwall. Formby gets a sign from Eli, comes from the stretch. The pitch. Call, strike 1. Out, high, little bit high, outside corner.
Yeah, if he's going to give that, that's good.
Do it.
That's good. Tom Glavine will be all over that. I see the batter, it's edged up a little bit. He's right on the line now.
Here comes the 0-1. Swung and missed. That breaking ball sunk down and disappeared.
It's a sharp breaking curveball.
No balls, 2 strikes the count. Game's going on all around us. We're on the left. If you're coming in the entrance to Lake Point, it's on the left side. Field number 11 will be at this same field tomorrow for both games. 0-2 pitch. A little bit low.
That was a good pitch. Good 0-2 pitch.
By the way, Chris McKelvey reminds me tomorrow, Cedartown, both the girls and boys soccer teams will be playing in the showcase at Barron Stadium. Cedartown Lady Dogs will play Heritage out of Noonan, and the boys will play Calhoun. Girls in the morning at 9 a.m., the boys at 7 p.m. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Wow. He went after an inside pitch, Andrew.
Out number 2, and Duckwell down on the second strikeout thrown by Samuel Formby.
That might have been just a little bit of a cutter.
Brady Holbrook, the batter, the center fielder for the North Forsyth Raiders. Purple and black are their colors. Here it's a hard hit ball to left center field, down for a base hit. It's going to bounce a couple of times. Reese Tanner picked it up and slipped a little bit. He'll throw it into the infield. Runners will be at the corners with 2 outs. And that kind of goes to show you, even with the great drainage this field has, it's still a little bit slick out there in the outfield.
That was one of my concerns coming over here.
So the cleanup hitter Holbrook hits a solid single to left center field that Reese Tanner keeps in front. And runners to the corners and an RBI chance for Alston McCabe. He's their designated hitter for the Raiders.
Let's say we got the Raiders now.
Raiders, and Raiders.
Raiders later, and Raiders later.
First pitch on the way. Swung and missed on an inside pitch, 0-1 the count.
Man, he went right past that bat. The hitter swung right through it.
2 strikeouts in the inning for Formby. 1 base hit given up. The pitch. In the dirt, got away. Runner's going to try for second. Eli will not try to get him. Smart play to not throw there, because if a throw were to get away, a run's going to score. You got 2 outs already, so may as well.
That's right.
Just concentrate on the batter.
And, you don't have to give this guy anything to hit either. He's the DH, so you would think that he's the best hitter. You don't have to pitch to him. You got a base open over there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Formby. Swung and missed. 1-2. And again, it was the same pitch he swung through on the first pitch that he saw.
It was. He's got that inside low pitch working for him.
Alston McCabe, the DH. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for North Forsyth. The kick and the pitch. Got him swinging for strike 3.
All right.
And the inning is over. 2 left aboard for the Raiders here in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and they actually ruled that an error at third base.
Did they?
So it's no runs, 1 hit, 2 left, 1 error in the inning. We head now to the bottom half of the first. North Forsyth, nothing in Cedartown coming up. Cedartown Bulldogs baseball in the Big AA and the NFHS Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back to Cedartown Bulldogs Baseball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, along with Kelly O'Neill, Andrew Carter. 3 strikeouts in the top of the first inning for Samuel Formby, thrown by Samuel Formby.
Pretty much a continuation of the Darlington game.
Very much so. Starting pitcher for them is Parker Adams. Catcher is Billy Mason. At first base, Kyle Duckwall. At second base, Colin Seabold. Shortstop is Jake Prince. And third base is Mason Glennon. Dylan Kump will lead things off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom half of the first against their pitcher, Parker Adams. Left field, it's Logan Curry. Center field is Brady Holbrook. And in right, it's Colton Constable. Dylan Kump will lead it off here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to him, inside corner fastball, called strike.
Yep. You know, Dylan is about to head to Mississippi State. They've got a pitcher over there that throws left and right, Andrew.
Ambidextrous.
And he throws in the 90s.
Wow.
Both sides. He switches up in the middle of an inning.
Is that even legal to do in baseball? I know you can.
I guess it is. I have to look it up, but
I've heard of switch hitters, not switch pitchers.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1 to Dylan. Dylan hits one foul back behind us. It's 0-2 now. Lots of scouts, I'm sure, are here tonight. There seems to be everywhere we go.
Yep, there's a party everywhere we go.
North Forsyth wearing the purple jerseys. Black letters and numbers, white pants. Cedartown, as we mentioned, in their red tops and the gray pants with the red stripe down the side. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Dylan. Off-speed pitch, he fouled away, he fought it off. Dylan Kump, the shortstop. Then, of course, Xavier Holiday earning himself a number 2 spot in the lineup. Playing third base, Eli Barrow batting third. The catcher, Cole Dingler, is in the cleanup role today. Then Denver Nail, the second baseman, hitting 5th. Tony Ware hitting 6th, the right fielder. Dakota Matthews is the DH. Hitting 7th, hitting 8th is Jack Roper. And Ace Allen is hitting 9th. So Jack Roper is playing center, not Reese Tanner.
I was going to ask you,
as I mentioned erroneously at the beginning of the broadcast.
Well, I couldn't tell it from this distance.
The 0-2, fouled away again.
That's 5 pitches and 5 strikes, and that's 3 foul balls.
87-mile-an-hour fastball. The scoreboard out here has a pitch speed indicator. So this guy's throwing at least in the upper 80s. No balls, 2 strikes. To Dylan Kump, the leadoff man.
Oh, good eye.
Low and away, ball 1.
Yeah, he tried to get him to go fishing in, Andrew. But
he said the fish aren't biting today.
That's right. Dylan is much too wise.
The count,
much too disciplined.
The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Popped up and foul again. Again, Dylan is putting up a battle here.
Yeah.
Their pitcher, number 6, Adams, you know, if you're watching our video, he looks a lot taller than Dylan. I mean, and the camera angle is deceptive a little bit because of the way it is, but he is tall. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah.
He's 6 foot plus. I mean, he's a big man.
Yep, I'd say 6 foot plus.
Of course, Dillon is 6 foot plus as well. 1-2 the count to Cup. Adams comes set. The delivery is inside and back to the backstop to even the count up at 2-2. My former colleague, well, I still would call him a colleague, Logan Maddox had a game on ESPN, was broadcasting on ESPN Plus today, a Jacksonville State game.
All right.
I was going to watch it, and for some reason my ESPN Plus membership had lagged, so I couldn't watch it.
Those things happen. And,
2 balls and 2 strikes.
all right, here we go.
The pitch. Low and away to fill the count.
He has worked it full.
Dylan Cupp, I tell you, just his discipline.
Fought off 4 strikes to get it to 3-2.
We've yet to get to X Holiday, who can swing a good bat as well.
Yes, he can. Amazing. His first day out, against North Atlanta.
Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4 inside.
Yes, sir.
Dylan
sir.
Cupp will head to first base after drawing an impressive walk here in the bottom half of the first. And that will bring up the aforementioned Xavier Holiday.
X comes out to pitch in the later innings, and looks like he's in midstream, mid-form.
Gave up a couple of runs against North Atlanta, but I think again that was his very first game back from basketball. He probably hadn't been to maybe one practice or couple of practices.
I mean, his curveball looked good. His fastball was tailing.
Yeah, that fastball that tails in.
Yeah.
It'll surprise you coming from him.
And it's zipping, too.
Cup with a big lead over at first. Here's the pitch. Taking high, ball 1. Might have been a intentional pitch out.
Mm-hmm.
Cup with his big lead over there decided, I'm not going to go on that one.
So how long do you think it'll be before those new rules trickle down to high school?
Well, you got to have the technology to implement those too.
That's true.
That's
true.
That's
yeah.
the tough thing.
With the timed pitchers in between pitches.
Cup is not running, and the bunt is foul. Strike 1. He actually broke away like he was gonna head to second, and then he went back. Maybe playing a little mind game with a catcher over there, trying to draw a throw possibly.
Yep.
I thought he might throw over there. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to X Holiday.
Dylan has that baseball mentality, He thinks of everything out there. He figures out a way to get advantages.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. No score, bottom of the first inning. Pitch to X, runner goes, swing and a miss, and no throw.
No throw.
He's got it stolen.
He slid all the way past the back. That turf is slick.
Right down here. Take it right.
He almost slid past the bag.
Well, sliding on turf is not like sliding on dirt.
No, it's not.
But Dylan's played here. He's played in many places that have turf. He knows how it gives.
He knows what to expect.
Cup at second base, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Setting up outside.
And the pitch, right down the middle for a called strike 3.
Yep.
First out of the bottom of the first, X takes a seat on a looking strikeout, and now Eli Barrow, who picked up his first home run of the year, that opposite field shot to right against North Atlanta. Now here it's a bit harder to hit a home run. The fence is, I'd say, 8 feet maybe plus all the way around, and then they've got that batter's eye. It's 385 straight away, 320 down the lines.
So power rallies are probably about 345, 350.
Cup at second, the pitch to Eli. Swing and a miss. Ball was in the dirt, and he's going to head toward third, and no throw.
Yeah.
And
runner at third.
A very, I'd say a very graceful slide there by Dylan Cupp into.
Like, no.
He kind of went down to a knee and slid in like, hey, here I am at third. Now, was that a strike or a ball? We got a strike on the board there.
It was.
So
I'm pretty sure he swung at it.
So it is 0-1.
Yes.
I just hit the wrong button. That's what happened. I'm only doing 3 things at one time.
I can feel your pain, brother. I can feel your pain. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible with the scoreboard.
Cup is 90 feet away at third. Now time asked for at the plate. by Eli Barrow.
I'll have the book going and the broadcast and trying to do the scoreboard. No.
Game Changer has been a lifesaver
It
for
really,
me.
really.
Because
Yeah.
I used to have to keep a book all the time. Now I just look down. 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball one. 1-1 strike the count to Eli. Doubleheader here tomorrow. East Paulding, 3 p.m., 5:30 p.m. against Walton on this very field, field number 11. 1-1 strike, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed on a fastball.
84.
He's gotten up to 87.
But he threw some change. He changed speeds before that, though. Made that one look a little quicker.
Adams looks into Mason for the sign.
Shook off that first sign.
1-2 pitch. Got him swinging for strike three. Threw something, 85 miles per hour. Not really off speed.
Yeah, I believe that ball broke down and in a little bit.
Definitely had some break on it for sure. So if the Dogs are going to score in the inning, it's going to be up to Cade Dingler, or Cole Dingler, I should say.
So you got
I used to do that. I used to do that a lot more last year.
Call him Cade instead of Cole.
Yeah.
Pretty good shot there, Andrew. From that fence out 4,000 miles away.
Yeah, I know. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1 the count.
That was one of those outside pitches right there, I believe.
No balls, 1 strike. Dylan Cupp is at third. He reached on a earned walk, and he earned it. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Went away from him on that one, 74 on the change.
Yeah, that will mess you up right there. When you're looking for that 85-mile-an-hour fastball and you get a 74.
That's quite a difference.
Yes, it is.
That's the difference between not getting pulled over and a super speeder.
And right now with 2 strikes, you don't have a clue what he's going to throw.
0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Dingler's down on 3 pitches.
That looked like a fastball.
And that'll retire the side. Cedartown leaves a runner at third. Cedartown, of course, North Forsyth left a couple of base runners aboard in the top of the inning, but it's no score through 1. We head to the top of the second after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking for that dream home, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help you find the home you've been looking for. The Hometown Realty team has a reputation for matching people with properties, knowledge of the market, and love of the areas where they work and live. Whether residential, commercial, or land real estate, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help make it happen. Call Rick today at Hometown Realty at 770-505-7766 or directly at 770-547-3139. Find your next home on the web at rickbaxter.net. The winning team at Hometown Realty says, go Dogs.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Or right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head to the second inning. Cedartown and North Forsyth are scoreless here. We're at Lake Point Sporting Community in Emerson, Georgia. I-75 is right on the other side of the hill there. In fact, it's just beyond the outfield fence. First pitch of the inning is a hit batsman. Sorry about that. Hit batsman there. We'll put the first runner aboard. That was Curry who got hit by the pitch, and he'll be at first base to start out the inning.
Just wonder if that ball slipped out of his hand.
Well, it's the rain has started to fall again. You can't tell on our camera.
Because that's not like Samuel to be that far off the plate.
So Curry aboard on the first pitch of the second inning. And now Glennon is the batter.
I mean, when you consider the stats of the first inning.
The pitch, a breaking ball called a strike.
Oh, man.
72. Of course, Formby is not really renowned for speed. He's renowned for change of pace and the breaking stuff
and movement on his fastball.
All that lefty stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a bunt try, hard bunt picked up there by Formby. The only play will be to first, and it was a great play. Runner's going to try to third, and he's going to be out.
Yes.
They got him. Double play.
Great job. Great job.
I don't know what the runner was thinking going to third base. They had him dead to rights.
Well, X had pulled in, and he saw X pulled in, but he didn't know how quick X was. Cole had to hit him on the run to get that guy out.
That's right. Applied the tag to him as he went by.
Yeah.
Rain has really picked up. It's coming down now. We were hoping that the rain was pretty much done.
Yep, you can see it in the lights.
Logan Maddox reports that first the pitch. Hard hit towards second base. 2 hops. The throw to first in time. Denver Nell to Cole Dingler. And after the double play, the side is retired. Jacksonville State lost 8-7 to, I believe he said, Southern Illinois today. So tough loss for the Gamecocks, but I'm sure there'll be many more wonderful games this year.
Oh, yeah.
Including they beat the Georgia Bulldogs in one of their games. Sure did.
Yeah.
Lost 2 of 3, but still got a win nevertheless against an SEC school.
To get a win is a big thing.
We head to the bottom half of the second. We'll take a 30-second break and come back on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
We are scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Kelly O'Neill, Andrew Carter, it is coming down a downpour right now. You can even hear it on the roof.
Yep. Look up in the lights.
Yes, it is coming down pretty good.
Yep. People are running for cover, too. They have plenty of it around here.
Yeah, most of the seating here is under shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the good news. The bad news is the field is getting wet and the baseballs are going to get wet. But as we mentioned, it's turf. There's no dirt out there. Even the infield, what would be the infield dirt and the mound, all turf.
It just gets a little bit dangerous, a little risky when the field's a little slippery and the ball's wet, you know.
Denver Nell, Tony Ware, and Dakota Matthews due up here in the inning. There's a hard hit ball to left field, but it's going to be caught right at him.
Right at him.
1 pitch, 1 out here in the second.
What a bunt by Denver against North Atlanta.
Oh, it was a great bunt.
It was.
Infield hit.
Yeah. The pitcher he didn't know what to do. Third base stayed home.
Curry out there in left field making the play. Rain coming down. Tony Ware at the plate.
T. Ware.
And Adams delivers, and it's a foul tip, strike 1.
So I wonder what they consider a delay in a game when it's raining.
Well,
when they would call it.
I mean, if it was on
grass,
and dirt, I mean, they would have probably called it by.
You wouldn't be playing
now. You wouldn't be playing at all.
Right.
But they won't suspend this game unless there's lightning. Here's the 0-1. Fastball and a called strike.
He's
84.
calling it. He's calling an outside pitch, low and high. Tony was shaking his head, but he needs to tell the folks in the dugout.
This is a very small sail that's on top of us. It should be moving on out of here.
Good.
I'm sure Tony's got the water dripping off the front of the bill of his helmet.
Mm-hmm.
No balls and 2 strikes the count. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the second. No score here at Lake Point against North Forsyth, and a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Got us a pitcher's duel here, it appears.
Adams is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota Matthews is the DH. He's the 7-hole hitter. Will bat here for the pitcher.
We'd like to see Dakota get a hit here. He needs one.
Adams delivers. Low and in, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, your count. Rain starting to back off just a tad.
Yep, you can see it. It's kind of floating out there now.
But after we've had the 80-degree days this week, it's being in the low 50s, kind of a change. Definitely a change of pace. That one just missed outside, ball 2.
Good eye.
And I tell you, Adams wanted that pitch. Of course, Matthews bats from the left-handed side of the batter's box, so what he's been throwing to the right-handed batters on the outside is now more of an inside pitch, of course. Here's the 2-0. Almost hit him inside.
Wow.
Maybe it did.
Maybe it did. It did. All right.
So a 2-out hit batsman. Each side has one. And that'll give Jack Roper a turn at the plate. He's playing center field today. Hope all is well with Reese Tanner. He might be.
I think he tweaked a hamstring or something.
Oh. I remember they took him out.
Yeah.
And pinched run for him in the North Atlanta game. There's another pitch inside, ball 1. He might be having a little bit of trouble gripping the ball with it being as wet as it is out there.
That would not surprise me.
1 ball, no strikes.
Gaylord Perry would love this. He wouldn't have to worry about the he'd know how to work it.
Here's the 1-0. Swung and missed.
Good cut. A little bit high.
Threw that one 81 miles per hour.
Jack could use a base hit himself. I'd like to see him get one.
I think this is the first game this year he's started.
It is.
In the batting lineup. He's played, he's courtesy run. Of course, he can also pitch as well. We haven't seen him pitch this year. 1-1 is a balk.
Okay. So I missed it. Oh, he pumped. What did he do?
They called the balk as he was right before he threw the pitch. They said he was.
Pumped it? What? I gave a hand gesture like that.
Well, runner moves to second base. The call was a balk.
We will check it out on the review. All right, runner in scoring position here.
And no pitch. That would have been a strike.
Yes.
Instead, it's 1-1. Runner at second base now.
All right, Jack.
Dakota Matthews out there. The pitch to Jack Roper. Swing and a miss. 1
cut.
ball, 2 strikes. Matthews over at second base, not a huge lead. 1-2 pitch to Roper.
Foul ball.
Just stayed alive and fouled it back.
I'll tell you one thing about Jack. He's got some pretty good speed.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, he could fly. Did you see him slide?
That's why they put him out there as a courtesy runner a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do it all. 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward
Foul
first
ball.
and a foul ball.
So that, I believe it was Calhoun. They had the one. They're the ones that had the carpet at home plate, right?
Yes.
Yeah. When he slid in, he started sliding. Before the home plate, ended up right at the edge of the circle. But when he got to the end, he just rose up. It was pretty cool. Then he walked to the dugout, just taking his gloves off, like
You like
it's all business.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Matthews at second base. Stretch by Adams, the pitch.
There you go. Good eye.
Outside, and he checked his swing, 2-2.
Yeah, that was too far outside.
Still raining a little bit, but not as hard as it was about 5 minutes ago. Two and two the count to Jack Roper. If Roper can reach, then Ace Allen would be next, and then Dylan Cupp in the hole. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. And the pitch. High, ball
go.
3.
All right.
3 balls, 2 strikes, the count.
You know, he fouled off that third strike, and he's worked it to full now.
Now it becomes kind of the guessing game. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what Adams decides to throw him.
I'm thinking fastball.
It seems to be his bread and butter. Payoff pitch.
And it was.
And he got a piece of it and popped it back.
Now, that was how fast? What did it say, 83?
83.
Okay, look for that change up now.
And Coach Johnson may be thinking the same thing you are because he gave him the sign down there from the third base coaching box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Matthews still at second base. And the payoff pitch.
Nope. It
Swung
was fastball
and
straight down the middle.
I think he might have foul tipped it, but it doesn't matter. It was into the mitt. And we head now to the third. Cedartown and North Forsyth are scoreless. We come back after a 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back as we head to the third inning. Cedartown and North Forsyth are scoreless. And Cedartown yet to have a hit. 1 hit for North Forsyth. We've got an error. Really could have been a base hit, honestly, but the official score calling it an E5.
They're tough.
Formby back on the bump for the Dogs. First pitch.
Strike.
Steve Reich.
So how many pitches did he throw that second inning?
I'm not sure how many he threw in
You
the
got
inning.
total
I can
there?
tell you how many he's got so far. He's got 20 pitches total.
He only threw 6 that last inning.
There's a fly ball
hit
to center field, base hit. Jack Roper will field that one, and he'll throw it back into the infield, and it's a leadoff single for Kirstable.
Opportunity for 2 here.
Rather Constable, not Kirstable, Constable. Back to the top of the order, Jake Prince now the batter. Formby will look to the
they got him.
off, and they're going to throw over to second base. And
Got him.
Yeah, one gone.
That crafty lefty.
You know, I saw a video of a pickoff move. I think maybe Coastal Carolina or somebody like that did it. It was the best pickoff move I've ever seen.
From a left-hander?
From a left-hander, yeah. He was in the windup, and instead of throwing it, he just kind of went. He kind of flicked it over to first base, and and it was an easy pickoff.
Yeah.
So here's Prince now with the bases empty, and that one almost hit him.
Yeah, some of those lefties are hard to read.
1 ball and no strikes to count.
We had a team coming down from, it was St. Norbert from up north. And they had a left-hander. And I had pitched against him a couple of times already.
1-0 pitch.
But the third time I saw him, he had picked up a pickoff move to first base that nobody could get.
2 balls and no strikes to count. You know, one of the best left-handed pitchers that the Braves had, back in that 90s run, Tom Glavine, he did not have a good pickoff move because he was so slow to the plate when he would pitch.
He was kind of laborious.
But Max Fried,
quick
to the bag at first. 2-0. hit in the air and foul to the right side, 2-1.
This is the first hitter Samuel's been behind, isn't it?
Not much. I think he might have been behind maybe on one other hitter.
One other.
But he's been very efficient.
Yes, he has.
Here's the 2-1. Fly ball right side. That'll reach the bullpen. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was his 25th pitch. 20 of 25 have been strikes.
Oh. Yeah, that's being efficient.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Prince. 1 out. Cedartown has picked off 2 base runners already today. 2-2. Line drive up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Right back where it came from. And a 1-out single for Prince. He'll be at first base.
Just about the same place as the last hit.
They call that a frozen rope.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hit hard there by Prince.
It took a sharp hop, too.
Prince was previously 0 for 1. Now he is 1 for 2. And now Seabold, who struck out his last time, will be at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to Seabold will hit him on the back. And again, it's the wet baseballs, I think, that's causing this.
Yes, check it, Blue. Make sure he's got a dry ball.
In fact, Eli is kind of talking with him a little bit, and they made sure they rubbed it down. So runners at first and second after the hit batsman. That's the second guy he's hit.
Both pitches just got away from him. We got 2 runners on now, first and second.
Here's Duckwall. Formby ready to go. The pitch.
Good.
Swing and a miss.
What
70
a breaking ball.
70 mile per hour breaking ball for strike 1. Looks like the rain has stopped.
Yes.
So that should help some. 0-1. A bunt. Left side, foul ball. Strike 2.
So, Ace, where is Ace? Is he?
Ace is in left field.
So Brett's not playing either. Brett Baxter?
No. Brett, went so long. He might be eligible to pitch tomorrow, but I would imagine they would hold him off for Rockmart. Mm-hmm. That would be my guess. Because X has not started a game yet. Of course, you've also got Hensley you can use. X Holiday, to me, would be one of your go-tos, I guess, for this weekend tournament.
Right. Mm-hmm. And Matthew Hensley.
That's true. The 0-2. Line drive to center field. Base hit.
Come on.
Bases will be loaded. The throw comes into the middle of the center field, and we do have bases loaded. Both pitches, both of those hard hit balls up the middle have been up the middle shots just like that. And Roper did a good job to get to it and got it to the infield as quickly as he could.
Did a great job.
And the bases are loaded, and now we have a pitching visit. Coach Evans out of the dugout. These pitchers, or these hitters are not missing the hangers. All these line drive hits that we've seen have been hangers.
Could be the humidity, you think?
It's probably just conditions that you could talk about, but
yeah.
Either way, he's had a very strong start for the year, and this his second start against a big team. This is a very big team. 2-3 on the season. We mentioned 1-3, but they played one more game since we initially had made our promos. Cedartown at 3-0 in the season, defeating Calhoun, Darlington, and North Atlanta. But a bases-loaded jam here for Formby, and he'll face Holbrook now. Holbrook is 1 for 1 with a single. He had their first hit.
They're playing back for 2.
Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Shortstop and second base is at normal depth.
Yep, playing for 2.
Yep.
with one out, of course. You can play that normal infield defense. That one, a pitch in the dirt that he was able to check the swing on. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Said he didn't go.
He did not. I thought, honestly, I didn't think he did myself, but several Cedartown fans thought otherwise. A ball and a strike with 1 out, and the base is full of Raiders. 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball and a beauty. Strike 2.
Oh, what a pitch.
That curve just froze him up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Froze him up on a chilly night.
He leaned back just a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Samuel Formby, the sophomore. 1-2 pitch.
Oh.
Line drive, right field, base hit. 1 run is in.
They're
gonna throw.
We got 2 at third. We got 2 at third.
Yep, they can get him on a run down. Now, what you got to watch for is the runner at third, and the runner will try to score if they not paying attention. They will get the base runner
at first.
So they got him.
Yep.
And that is out number 2.
Yep. So they had the runner at first.
The coaching's coming out in you. I hear that.
I know. I'm on the field telling them what to do.
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yeah. They get the runner at second, so they run him down there. It is a base hit, and then they get the runner leading off the bag at second. That's a big second out.
It is.
It is a 1-0 lead now for North Forsyth. And now McCabe, the batter. Runners at the corners now. Formby with a pitch. Fouled away off the netting on the right side. Strike 1.
He's probably doubled his pitch count now.
He's up to 36 pitches. Still many more strikes than balls.
Yes.
But a lot of the strikes in this inning have been hit hard. Here's the 0-1. That's a foul ball, strike 2.
I believe I'd go for that outside pitch right now, Andrew.
Yeah, when you come in on these guys, they're not missing it.
Mm-mm. And Blue's giving up about 4 inches off the plate, it seems like.
Got a pretty good bird's eye view from where we are. Just about right behind home plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A run is in. Runners at the corners for the Raiders of North Forsyth. The stretch, the pitch.
Oh.
Outside throw down to second is not in time. The ball was dropped. It would have been in time anyway. It's 1-2. It was pretty close to the strike zone on the pitch.
It was. I was expecting a strike call.
Maybe a tad bit outside. Runner out second with first base open.
It's a good location.
A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The throw short hopped the bag at second. And Dillon, of course, stopping it from going into the outfield. Time called very late. Formby was already in his windup.
Yeah, I don't think Blue should do that. If he's in his windup, he should be able to go ahead and pitch. That's just me.
You won't see that much in the majors this year because of the new rules.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Formby delivers.
Yes.
Ball 2, bit low.
Yep.
Up here it looks great, but down there it's a bit low.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, a run in for North Forsyth. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul at the plate. Another 2-2 count. Been a long third inning for Formby.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Rick Baxter tells me that Britt is supposed to pitch the first game tomorrow.
Okay.
That's the plan, at least. So we'll likely see him in action on the first of 2. 2-2 pitch. Swung and missed for strike 3. They're going to have to throw him out at first, and they will, and that'll be it. With the bases loaded and only giving up 1 run, that's not too bad.
Hey, I'm happy. It was pretty good.
Bottom half of the third coming up. It's North Forsyth 1 and Cedartown nothing. 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back. Bottom half of the second. Cedartown's offense has been stymied. Cedartown's only had a couple of base runners. 9-1-2 due up for Cedartown. Ace Allen, then Dylan Kump and Xavier Holiday against their hurler. He has been pretty much unstoppable. Adams a no-hitter through 2 innings.
Ace had a pretty good game against North Atlanta.
Yes, he did. Ace, a freshman.
Amazing.
We mistakenly said sophomore, but he is a freshman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 83 heat, outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on that heat, 84 that time. So he's a freshman. That means he would be class of 2020.
This is
2020.
4, 5, 6. Yep.
Incredible. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a high chopper towards second base. He'll pick that one up and throw a high one, and it's going to be safe. That's going to be an E4. He had to head back to the bag because he had started the turn towards second, and smart play there by Ace Allen. Should have been a routine play there, a high bouncer in front of the plate. Second baseman kind of lollipop the throw over to first, and it sailed on him. It's a base runner nevertheless. Now you got Dylan Cup coming up. He walked his last time, if y'all recall, a outstanding at bat where he worked the count full and kept on fighting off and finally drew a walk.
Nice to have the leadoff hitter on.
Ace Allen's a quick runner as well. So Adams will have to pitch from the stretch here with Allen on at first. Still sprinkling rain out there. He's probably going to do that all night long. Here's the pitch. Dylan squared to bunt, and he went for it, and now they throw to second, and he's safe. The ball gets into the outfield, but he'll stop there. Now, I thought for a moment he was going to head back, but then he started going. I wonder if a sign got missed or what, but he's going to walk over to third base to give Coach Johnson a pump and head back over. Dylan had to go for the bunt because the runner was committed to go.
So he
didn't want to leave him out to dry. Tough to leave anything out to dry tonight, but so to speak. It is 0-1 as he went for the bunt. So Allen at second base, our first runner over there since Dylan made it that far in the first inning. The pitch. A fastball missed outside, ball 1. Just heard that from Carson Tanner that the game day cheerleaders placed third place today in the 3A, 4A competition at state. So congrats to the game day cheerleaders for Cedartown. I believe this is their first year competing in that game day cheerleading category, and congrats to a great group of young ladies. We've had some young ladies make us really proud too. with a wrestling champion as well.
Yeah.
State champion, our first ever female state champion. 1-1 pitch. Hard hit foul to the right side, strike 2.
When did they start female wrestling?
I guess it's been around for a few years. Cedartown hasn't had that many go that far, but we had a couple of individual state champions this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dylan Cupp, the senior shortstop. Adams checks the runner. The pitch on the way, bounces up there, ball 2.
All right, hitters count now. I believe that pitcher's being a little bit cautious with Dylan right now.
Do you blame him?
No, I do not.
I was about to say.
I do not. Not with the runner in scoring position.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Ace Allen, the runner at second, as you can see him in your screen if you're watching online. The 2-2 pitch. That's a wild pitch back to the backstop, and Ace Allen will be at third with nobody out. And it's a full count now to Cupp. That might have been the wetness because the rain is coming down once again.
Tough conditions.
And again, tomorrow during the day, we should be rain-free. 3 p.m. start for the first of 2. First game against East Paulding, and then against Walton in the second of the Twin Bill. 3-2 to Dylan Cupp. He's been here before in this game. And he hits one on the ground towards second, base hit. Cedartown has tied the ball game. Dylan Cupp with an RBI single to right. And we are tied 1-1. Dylan Cupp doing what Dylan Cupp does. And that's getting the big hits when it counts.
So one thing I've noticed about this team, when they start hitting in bunches.
It's been the trend all season long.
Yeah.
For the first 3 games. It really has. Xavier Holiday, the batter now. This is the second time he's faced Adams, and he struck out his last time. It's we talk about the conditions and how tough they are, but both teams have to.
That's right.
Have to battle through the same conditions, so it equals out.
It's an even playing field.
X Holiday is a left-handed batter against the right-handed thrower. In this lineup, Matthews and Holiday both bat left.
I bet you X don't go down looking this time.
One would think not. Runner goes, pitch is a strike, throw down to second, will not be in time. And he's got the base swiped. The pitch was a strike, it's 0-1 to Xavier Holiday. Adams, the pitch, popped up in the infield. Shortstop is in the outfield grass, and the catch is made. Dylan has to stay put at second. That's the first out. So X Holiday 0 for 2. That'll bring up Eli Barrow.
So this is everybody's second look at this pitcher.
This is correct.
And we'll see a little different outcome this time.
Barrow, victim of a strikeout his last time. Ace Allen getting on base, getting over to second, and then to third, and then, of course, Dylan Cupp with some clutch hitting to drive him home.
Manufacturing runs.
Here's the pitch to Eli. Runner goes to third. It's inside. Throw to third base. They got him.
Yep. I could see it.
Aggressive on the base pads. A perfect throw there by Mason. And Eli Barrow didn't help him any. He stayed in the batter's box. You don't have to get out of the batter's box there. Mm-hmm. The pitch was a ball. It's 1-0. Base is empty now. The pitch. Oh, and that hits him on the side. So Eli Barrow will reach on a hit batsman. I would imagine they'll sub him out for a courtesy runner here so he can get into the dugout and get his catcher's gear on.
The North Forsyth pitcher's not looking as sharp right now.
Cole Dingler will bat, and the courtesy runner for Cedartown is number 1.
Chance.
It's Chance White. Also a great baseball player.
Yes, he is. His team is full of them.
So Chance White, the runner for Eli Barrow, is at first base. As we mentioned, as you just saw a moment ago and heard, Barrow got hit by a pitch on the midsection. Now Dingler, victim of a strikeout his first time. Here's the pitch. High chopper to third base will be a tough play. He'll pick it up with one hand, throw down there, a bouncer to the bag, and he's safe. He came off the bag.
He did. His foot come off the bag. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. That's a good call by Blue.
The throw had him beat plenty of time. His foot just came off the bag.
Well, it was a good scoop, good snag, short hop, in between hop.
The umpires are going to discuss it here. I think the North Forsyth coach was asking for an appeal.
Well, I hope he saw the same thing I did.
Normally, you don't get calls changed like this. Very rarely does that happen. Now, I say that, and it gets changed. We'll see what happens, though.
This is a lengthy conversation.
It is lengthy. He's out.
Yes. Oh, no.
They called him out.
Oh, no.
He's out. That is the call.
No.
So they changed the call. As I said, I spoke it into existence.
Man.
We head now to the top of the 4th inning, and it's a 1-1 tie.
Had me fooled.
Back after this 60-second break.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Delay.
We are back as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. The rain is pouring once again, and you can hear it.
It's a monsoon right now.
Yeah, it's a monsoon. It seems like it's one little cell after another, but this looks to be the last one on the radar.
I don't like the way that ball left Samuel's hands.
Yeah, it's and even the throw down to second base was kind of slipped out of the hand.
He don't need to pitch that ball. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's gonna get another one.
Yeah. And you better hurry up.
It is this little cell right here. It's small, but
yellow.
it's yellow. You'd have to have your wipers on full blast to get around this one. And look at the shot from center field camera. Holy smokes!
My gosh. I've never played in a ball game like this.
The pitch.
No,
high and away ball one. He can't grip the ball.
No, he can't grip the ball. Come on. This is going somebody will get hurt.
It is raining harder than it's rained all night.
It gets to a point where you got to think about the safety of these ball players.
It is coming down a pouring out there. Raining buckets. 1-0 pitch.
No, he can't.
Ball 2.
He can't throw a strike. The ball's slipping out of his hand. Come on.
And again, this rain right here will be over with. In fact, the umpires are going to talk about it. They may send him into the dugout.
Just go to the dugouts, wait for the rain to stop.
And it'll be over with in just a few minutes. It's literally just a small cell that's just right on top of us. It's not even raining in Cartersville. Cartersville's just up the road from here, less than 7 or 8 miles from here. It's not raining a drop there, but right on top of us is a pretty heavy little rain shower, and it'll be with us for the next few minutes or so.
So the problem now is Samuel's behind 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah.
Through no fault of his own.
Yep. So one would think they're not going to do it because of the rules, but never should have really started the inning to begin with.
No.
Just the way the conditions were. Coaches are out there to talk with the umpires. My guess is this would be just a
delay.
Just a slight delay. They wouldn't cancel the game, not at this point. It's a close game. It's a 1-1 game. Very good ball game going on. 2 great pitchers out there battling it out. This is what you want to see in this showcase tournament here, Georgia Dugout Club showcase at Lake Point. And there's all kinds of great high school teams around here that are competing.
Cedartown manufacturing the run.
Yeah, and we've done that this year a lot. You know, Kelly, we've manufactured runs. Cedartown plays so well in the fundamentals.
They do. I've watched 5 games on video. I break these games down, and I have never seen a more sound high school team fundamentally that they are.
Definitely the most fundamentally sound Cedartown team I have seen. I'll have to go all the way back to that 2016 team that went to the Final Four. And, when Jamie Newsom was on with me in the North Atlanta game, we were talking about it because his son, and they're going to send him back out there. Really? Okay. I think it's starting to lighten up a bit.
Yeah. And something tells me that they are under orders from somebody else around here.
It's possible. I don't think there's a game after – there might be a game after hours. I don't know. It depends on how late they go out here. This is not a school night. Of course, most schools are on winter break this week, as Cedartown is.
Yeah, it's slacked up a lot.
Still coming down, but not nearly as hard as it was. They're going to let Samuel throw a few warm-up pitches here. But again, if you didn't hear, the game day cheerleaders for Cedartown High School placed 3rd in state competition today. If you want to go back and watch it, NFHS Network has it on there.
Outstanding.
Umpire shouted something down the line, so it's still a 2-ball, no strike count.
Yeah, they should take those off.
But they won't.
No.
2-0 pitch.
Look.
Bounced it up there, 3 balls and no strikes.
Somebody come tell me what's going on. Yeah, they just walked on the field. The coach said it was pouring, and they just walked off. And they said they were going through a lot of baseball. They just walked off the field, didn't say a word. Yeah, field 12. He's on his way.
3 balls and no strikes.
We had a guest speaker a while ago.
Pitch on the way, ball 4.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
in regular conditions, this is not Samuel Formby.
No, absolutely not.
Curry is the one who walked just then.
He hasn't walked a pitcher on 4 straight pitches all year.
No, it's first time. Here's Glennon. Curry at first base with nobody out. Formby the pitch.
Oh,
inside again, ball 1. He's missed with 5 straight. And Eli will head to the mound.
Get him a dry ball, Eli. You don't have to throw that wet ball.
Still raining, but again, it is backing up some. Yeah. I'm wondering if they sent him to the dugout, but then they were told to go back out there, like you were saying, from somebody else. 1-0 pitch. Low and in, ball 2. He's consistently missing the zone.
6 balls in a row. So in this weather, it's worse on pitchers than anybody.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. because you have to so precisely grip the ball and has to come out of your hand a certain way. Pickoff attempt over at first, runners back safely. And being a former pitcher, no one knows that better than you.
No. Mm-mm. That ball gets slick. It is. You can't control it. I mean, it's just not possible. Unless you're Gaylord Perry.
Right. 2-0 from Formby. Inside again, same place he missed again, 3-0.
See, I think it's gotten into his head just a little bit now.
It may be, if he walks this batter on 4 straight, you may see a coaching visit. More to kind of psych him down a bit.
Yeah, just to settle him down.
Curry at first. Clinton has a 3-0 count. 3-0 pitch, ball 4, bounced up there. And again, he's just not able to locate right now.
8 straight balls.
Now,
coach is going out.
Coach is out,
so
as well as Dylan Cupp, who does what Dylan Cupp does, using his baseball knowledge and really his team, his sense of team, to get out there and just kind of encourage his pitcher a little bit.
Yep, he's good at it. So, we're talking about the Major League Baseball changes, and right now they allow 5 visits to the mound in a game. Well, they will allow a 6th visit, but when they do, it'll be like what they call it engagement. When a pitcher tries to pick off a runner at the base, that's what it'll be. If they go out to the mound, they'll say, well, that's one pickoff attempt. It'll work like that. So it's just weird, some of the stuff. It's going to take a while to get.
I want to say college baseball is also doing something like that too.
Well, they did it in the minor leagues last year. And they've got all these stats.
Was it like the AAA that did that?
Yeah,
a little bit?
It was mostly in the South Atlantic League. They've even got a robot umpire now.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
No. How are you going to argue with a robot?
Sometimes I think that when you appeal a play and you go to New York, it's kind of a robot.
Yeah.
There's a call. Strike 0-1 the count.
There you go, buddy. That's what it took. Just get him settled down. Yep, get back to business here. Rain has slacked off tremendously.
In fact, it's about to stop.
Yep.
This is Billy Mason, the catcher.
Turn around the bunt.
And he takes
what did he say?
A strike. I think it says I think it must have hit his bat.
I thought it did too. It was a foul ball. Oh, wait a minute. Did he have 1 strike or 2 strikes on him?
There was already 1 strike.
Just 1, yeah.
Nothing in 2.
Yeah, he won't be bunting now.
No, not with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't be surprised. Runners on first and second.
Here's the 0-2, squares to bunt again, and he does. Lays it down the left side and picked it up, throw to first.
Oh, yes.
He got him at first base. What a play. What? Eli Barrow had to get up from the ground and slipped over when he was throwing to first base. The leg came off the bag to catch it, but back down in time to get the out. Runners move up to second and third, but a great play all around for the Dogs infield.
He jumped out like a cat. He jumped on that ball just like, man, he was so quick.
Eli Barrow did that a few years ago in a game. I think it was the COVID year. One of the best pickups I've seen. That he picked up a ball and threw to first and got the out there.
Of course, he's got a gun on him, so that helps.
Here's Constable. Pitches away, ball 1.
I think Blue ought to give him 1 for what he's been through.
1 ball and no strikes. Runners on second and third, and a tie ball game here in the top of the 4th. 1-1.
They have runners on second and third.
The rain there's just a mist now, not a heavy rain. Looking to the west, it looks actually kind of clear. They're a foul ball from another field lands in the field of play here. Happens a lot when you have
the clover leaf design.
Yes. There's 6 diamonds over here and 6 on the other side. 1-0 pitch.
Well, there's 8.
Inside, 8.
Yeah.
2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, 8 for each side.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the baseball field. The baseball fields here. They've got soccer fields, beach volleyball, zip lining. They've also got indoor volleyball.
They got it going on.
2-0 pitch. Inside.
Oh, no,
Again,
got
gets
away.
away, and the run will score.
Yep.
Wild pitch. It's 2-1 North Forsyth. And the runner from second over to third. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes.
The rain has really impacted this.
It's a lot farther away from backstop to home plate here than it is at Cedartown. You're very close to the backstop in Cedartown. 3 balls and no strikes. Pitch from Formby. Ball 4 upstairs. That is the 3rd walk of the inning.
Very uncharacteristic of the young Southpaw.
See, Formby came in. He only had 8 balls thrown in the entire
the early
in the early innings. Now he has 55 pitches, 34 strikes. Still not a terrible ratio, but considering how it was beforehand, just unfortunate the way that the conditions have impacted.
The timing of the rain.
Eli to the mound to talk to Formby. Probably letting him know that if you get a one on the ground here, we might get turn 2 and get out of this inning.
That's right.
So here's Prince, the shortstop, back to the top of the order. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit and a run scored. He scored their first run. At the corners, the pitch. Fouled away, strike 1.
So the double play that they got against North Atlanta, the batter was the fastest player in the nation.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Not just in the state of Georgia, in the nation.
Here's the 0-1 from Formby.
Oh, good pitch. Oh, he called that a ball?
Did he go? They called it a ball. He did not go on the swing. 1-1 the count. Looked like a strike.
I thought he'd call it. The heck was swinging at it.
Cedartown fans barking at the home plate umpire.
I'm going to open my window up in just a minute.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 4th. A run in. Runners on first and third. Samuel steps off the rubber.
That runner's not getting much of a lead over there right now.
I'm guessing he's not one of their fastest runners.
I don't think Samuel feels comfortable out there right now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
There you go.
There's a called strike 2 inside corner.
That'll bring him back around right there. It's times like these you just have to work through it.
One ball, 2 strikes. And Formby delivers. Line drive, right field, base hit. It's 3-1. And the runner will stop at second base. The ball gets away, but backed up there by Formby.
Where he was supposed to be.
Where he was supposed to be. North Forsyth 3, Cedartown 1. And still only 1 out in the inning. Formby had the bases loaded back in the 3rd inning when we gave up the 1 run, but we've given up 2 here in this 4th inning. And still not over with yet. Seabold, the batter. And Seabold is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Formby kicks and fires. Over his head for ball 1.
Yeah, I thought that was going to hit him.
If Samuel can't reel this in, we might be seeing a visit from Coach Gavin Johnson, too.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 1-0. Sky deep to the right side, but well foul.
And well hit.
It was well hit. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I don't know where it landed out there.
Looks like it landed in the sidewalk that's between fields 11 and 12.
Yeah.
12's over there, 11 is here. Pitch. Off-speed pitch hit toward left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Picked up. The throw will come toward third. The bases will be loaded.
I thought he might be able to get to that one, but he couldn't. Okay.
And he acted like he had a beat on it just so the runner had to pause going from second to third. So the bases are loaded here in the 4th with 2 runs already in and still only 1 out. The Raiders have 7 base hits already, and I think about 5 of those have been in this inning.
Yes.
4 or 5. Line drive to shortstop, caught, and he'll fake the throw. Great job there by Dylan Cup to stab that hard line drive there from Duckwell. Duckwell was 1 for 2. Now he's 1 for 3. Dylan Cup did a good job to fake that throw to second, maybe even to first. Obviously, he's not going to release a throw that far just to be on the safe side. Here's Holbrook.
2 outs now.
Careful with him. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. Pitch out, ball 1.
Got the bases loaded now.
Check it. Holbrook's 2 for 2 with an RBI, not a run scored for him. 1 ball and no strikes is your count. Left on left here. Formby delivers. High and tight. 2-0.
Out of all the spots you could be in as a pitcher, this is probably the toughest. 2-0 with the bases loaded.
Conventional wisdom would tell you have to throw a strike here.
Oh, you got to throw a strike. That's right.
But the batter knows that too. The 2-0, and it's high, ball 3. Now you definitely have to throw a strike.
Yep. And something tells me he's going to have the green light. It would be foolish not to give it to him.
The way things have been going in this inning, I would tend to agree with you. 2 outs, 3 balls, no strikes. The base is loaded. Two runs in. It's a 3-1 lead for North Forsyth, and the pitch. Ball 4. It's now 4-1. Bases loaded walk, and that might be, they might let him go one more. I don't know. I don't see Coach Johnson out of the dugout yet.
This, I know this has got to be frustrating. To go through what he went through at the start of this inning.
But what Samuel's got to do, first off, Constable, rather McCabe, the batter, he has to shake off this inning. First the pitch.
Good pitch.
Called strike on the outside
Good
corner.
Pitch.
Oh, and won the count. What he's got to do is he's got to shake it off. He can't let it affect
That's right.
him.
That's
How
right.
many pitchers do you know, even at the major league level, who've been pounded?
Yes.
And it destroyed their career. Right field and down for a base hit. It's going to go to the corner. That's going to empty the bases. Picked up there in the corner. It goes out of play. It's out of play, so it's only going to score 2. It's a double.
That was a gift.
That's got to be a ground rule double. So it's only going to plate 2 runs.
That's right. That's right. You got to go back.
Most definitely a gift.
So is the score 6-1 now? I'm having a hard time.
It is 6-1, yes. On my screen, 6-1. So the way it is here, there is in the corner where the foul pole is, and now Coach Johnson's out of the dugout. Looks like he's going to pull the plug on Formby, who deserved a much better fate.
Yes, he did.
But down the lines, there is no fence.
It's open.
It's open.
Yeah.
It's open out there. You can, if you're walking around on the outside of this fence, you can walk into the field of play. It's that way on every field here, and it just bounced out there. So Formby is done. Formby, as we mentioned before, again, just a tough time with it, having to deal with the elements. It just so happened the worst of the rain came down in this one.
Matthew Hensley out there on the mound.
So Hensley will get the call to the bullpen, and we'll take this timeout. North Forsyth with a 6-1 lead here in the 4th. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back as we head now as we continue in the 4th inning. 2 outs in the 4th. The new pitcher for Cedartown is Matthew Hensley, and Kelly and I were talking off air about how much Matthew has improved this year, completing his warm-up tosses. He's having to deal with the same elements that well, not exactly the same. I tell you, we said it earlier that Formby really deserved a better fate. The final line for him goes, he's 3 2/3 inning, 6 earned runs, 6 runs, all of them earned, 8 hits allowed, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts.
And after a brilliant 2 first
You take out that
innings.
4th inning, he's doing great. I mean, again, you just can't. You can't take out innings. It's just the way the game goes. So runners at 2nd and 3rd. Hensley will inherit, those 2 runners, but again, they will be the responsibility, though, of Formby.
What's here? I don't.
Hensley. The wind, the pitch.
There you go.
Called strike on the inside corner.
Good pitch.
This is Curry.
I noticed he's got a lot more movement on the ball this year than he did last year. I don't know if he's, cutting it a little bit or what. But
here's the 0-1.
There you go.
Foul away at the plate, and
that's what you want to see out of your relief pitcher. Come out and throw strikes.
It'd be great if he could get out of this inning with
Yes.
no further trouble.
Yes. Because we can put some runs on the board real quick.
Also, you have to think, too, that Adams has been sitting down for a while.
Yes, he has.
Here's the 0-2. Inside, ball 1. Low and in. One and 2 your count. 6-1 lead for North Forsyth. Taken high for ball 2.
That ball was just a little high. That's okay.
In the first 3 games of the season, Cedartown only gave up 4 runs and scored umpteen more.
Yes.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. He's vastly improved from last year.
81 miles per hour there to retire the side, but it's a costly inning. 5 runs come across for the North Forsyth Raiders. And we head now to the bottom half. Cedartown looking for an answer on offense. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking for that dream home, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help you find the home you've been looking for. The Hometown Realty team has a reputation for matching people with properties, knowledge of the market, and love of the areas where they work and live. Whether residential, commercial, or land real estate, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help make it happen. Call Rick today at Hometown Realty at 770-505-7766 or directly at 770-547-3139. Find your next home on the web at rickbaxter.net. The winning team at Hometown Realty says, go Dogs.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We are back as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Great job there by Matthew Hensley to come in and douse the fire. And here we go. Denver Nell will lead things off. It's been a while since the Dogs have bat, and Denver Nell, Tony Ware, and Dakota Matthews will be due up. That's fouled away, strike 1.
Yep, need to get something started right here. We need base runners.
Denver is 0 for 1. Adams still on the hill after that long rest. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on the 85-mile-per-hour fastball.
I don't think he lost anything.
No, I think the rest did him some good, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that pitching sleeve on his right arm. He's fine. He's doing all right. 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Just missed outside.
Just missed outside. It's good to see Jay O'Neill here.
Post-surgery.
Yep.
Here's the 1-2 pitch.
There you go.
Down low, ball 2. You know, it just kind of goes to show what a great teammate he is, because he could be at home resting that elbow because I'm sure it's sore.
He does not have to be here.
But he wanted to be here with his teammates. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, got him with 85 again.
That's his top speed, I guess, that we've seen so far.
He's been 87. I think 87 was his top. He was throwing 87 in the first inning.
Tony Ware up.
Ware, victim of a strikeout his last time. First pitch to him. Back to the mound. Look what I found. Underhand toss to first. Out number 2.
That ball hit the very end of the bat, I think.
You heard that loud smack it made off the bat.
Yep.
And that's one of those swings that makes your whole body shake.
All right.
Now Dakota Matthews. He was hit by pitches last time. 2 outs, nobody on base. And the pitch.
Oh,
hit him again.
Again in the chin or calf this time. I know that hurt. It had to.
Right leg.
It hit him in the. Where did it hit him at? It looked like it was on the calf.
He's all right. He's going to head to the base, trying to shake off the pain. On a cold night like this, it just hurts more. Second time today that Matthews has been hit. And it's not that Matthews sets up close to the plate.
No.
He just got hit. That time he got hit by a much harder pitch. I think the one he got hit with before was a little glancing blow. That was a direct hit with a hard one. So Matthews reaches on that second time, and now Roper, victim of a strikeout his last time. But he also reached base.
Yes, he did.
Oh. Swing and a foul tip, strike one. Take that back. He did not reach, but Ace Allen, who's on deck, did reach.
That's right. That's right.
Matthews at first base with 2 outs after getting hit by a pitch for the second time tonight. Adams, the set, the pitch. Called strike 2 inside corner, and it was a beauty.
He hesitated a little bit on calling that, but it looked good.
84 on the radar gun. 0-2. A runner on for the Dogs. 6-1 deficit, the pitch. Popped up, right side. It is still in play, and it's not in play.
Wow.
Hits the roof of the grandstands down the first base line.
Just out of play.
There's seats right behind home plate, a couple of rows of seats, actually, a couple of rows of seats down each baseline. All covered, too.
All covered.
Comes in handy in the summertime, too, when all these tournaments are here. Because you know it gets hot. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to Jack Roper. Roper playing center field tonight. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging for strike 3. Runner left to board here in the 4th inning, and North Forsyth in control to this point through 4. 6-1 the score. We head now to the 5th on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. 60-second break.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
We head to the 5th inning, and Matthew Hensley completing his warm-up tosses on a wet night, but the rain has stopped. And there's no rain on the radar behind it. That is definitely good news. He's Kelly O'Neill. I'm Andrew Carter for first of 3 here at Lake Point this weekend. 1 today, 2 tomorrow.
Matthew came in the last inning and shut him down. Let's see what he can do here at top of the inning.
And Hensley, through that third of an inning, struck out the one batter he saw. He'll start with a clean slate here in the 5th. First pitch. Fastball a bit inside for ball 1. Not by much.
Not bad. Not a bad pitch. Just kind of brushing back a little bit.
1-0 the count.
Now that curveball looked a lot better.
That fastball missed away, 2-0. Hensley about 80, 81. That's his top speed with the first fastball. Comes back with a breaking ball about maybe 5 or 6 miles per hour slower. 2-0 pitch. Same pitch, and he foul tipped at 2-1.
80 with that one.
Not the same location, but the same pitch. Here's a 2-1. That one just missed inside.
Just missed.
3 balls and a strike.
There you go.
Swing and a miss, 3-2.
81. The hitter looked behind on that one, too.
I see in the background here, first the 3-2 pitch. And here it is, ball 4. I was just saying, I see in the background my buddy, my classmate, Luke Price, who was a baseball player for the Cedartown Bulldogs in the early 2000s. He, of course, runs New Wine Skins. And just about every ball player in Polk County knows about New Wine Skins. Does a great job of rehabbing those old gloves. Look them up on Facebook. New Wine Skins. Pitch on the way. Bounced up there. Good stop by Eli. Ball 1.
I've heard good things about New Wine Skins.
Luke was a pretty good ball player himself back in the day. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High and tight, ball 2.
Okay.
He probably played ball with your son.
With my son?
Mm-hmm.
Matt? Oh, yeah. Oh, he did. Luke. Okay.
Yeah, Luke did. Not them, no.
No, I thought you were talking about me. I didn't play. Never mind. Never mind.
It's a late night.
It's a late.
Yeah. It's been a long day. Did you work today?
I did. I worked all day today.
Yep.
I didn't leave until 5 o'clock.
2-0 pitch, fastball a tad bit low, and it's 3-0.
Having a little difficulty finding the plate now. It seems like every batter that has walked has scored.
3-0 pitch.
There you go.
Strike call, 3-1. Right over the inside plate.
2 more. That's what it seemed like to me. When I played college ball, it seemed like every hitter I walked scored. It just seemed that.
Hitters count here, 3-1 pitch. Fouled away, full count.
I didn't walk a ton, but they scored.
Three balls and 2 strikes. A runner on first, the pitch from Hensley. High and tight, ball 4, 2 on, nobody out.
Not a good way to start. We need something. We need something to shake this up. Double play.
A ground ball to the left
help.
side of the infield would be fantastic.
Yes.
Or how about a sharply hit ball to third? That'd be even better. Like really sharp.
It'd be good to get the lead runner for sure.
The batter is number 16. That's Constable. He's not the fastest runner on the team either, so if you're going to turn a double play, this will be a good chance to do it.
Just be the guy.
Speaking of double plays and triple plays, do you remember when Rafael Furcal turned that unassisted triple play back in like 2000, 2001?
I do remember.
It doesn't happen often.
I do remember of it, but I don't remember the actual play.
It was incredible. I remember that pretty well. That's inside for ball, 1-1 ball, and no strikes.
Come on, Matthew, just settle down. No. Settle down.
One-0 pitch. Hits him. Bases loaded. 2 walks and hit batsman, and that is trouble. Trouble for Matthew Hensley. And now Coach Johnson will pop out of the dugout himself. No visit from Coach Evans.
Yeah.
Coach Johnson directly.
That usually means something.
And it's going to be a pitching change.
Yep.
So Hensley goes a third of an inning. Walks, I think, 2, struck out 1, hit batsman as well.
Is that Connor Peak?
And looks like it might be Peak. 21.
Or 20, which one is it?
Well, we'll tell you when we come back after this. We'll give it a 90-second break. A 90-second break, a minute and a half. Back after this word from our Bulldog sponsors on the Big Double A.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, Go Dogs!
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
And we're back. The new pitcher for Cedartown is Connor Peak. He'll take over for Matthew Hensley, who ran into some trouble here in this fifth inning. He walked two and hit a batter. Peak, this is his first varsity appearance, I believe, but he has pitched a couple of times in JV.
Yeah, as a pitcher. Now, he did play in that game against Darlington, and I believe he got the base hit.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's right, because they had Formby and him and the other Formby, his brother.
That's right,
and Caleb's. They had their numbers mixed up, so we were calling them the wrong names.
And the reason I know that is because I did the review.
So this is Connor Peak's first appearance on the mound as a varsity player. As we mentioned before, he has pitched JV. So we'll see what the young righty can do here. Peak ready, the pitch. Bounced up there, wild pitch. That's going to score a run for sure. It took a high bounce off the net, and it's 7-1. Runners move up to second and third. Connor Peak, a sophomore, I do believe.
I'll have to check it, Andrew. Either a freshman or a sophomore. It's one of the two. He should be in Game Changers. I'll check it.
One ball, no strikes. There's a called strike, 0-1. Or 1-1, rather.
It doesn't say if he's a sophomore or a freshman, but it does. Let's see. Nope.
1-1. Foul away. Strike two.
I'll tell you what, he's bringing it. He is not intimidated.
I think he is a sophomore because I remember seeing him last season. But could be wrong. One of our viewers might correct me. That one bounces up there, and Eli keeps it in front. It's 2-2.
We need an out.
In the worst way.
Yes.
We'll take it any way we can get it. A strikeout, a ground out. 2-2. There's your ground out. Throw comes home. Yes. The tag applied. Got it. Great job there. Dylan Cupp knowing he had a good chance to get him at home, and he had to apply the tag. And he did for the first out. And runners will be at the corners, and the score stays 7-1.
Chance for two here.
And a good job there. See, Dylan Cupp again with situational awareness.
He knows where to go with the ball.
Knowing what's going on in the ball game. So Prince grounds into the fielder's choice.
So he was
sophomore.
He was in a position to have a good eye on that runner at third.
Jeff Pilgrim tells me sophomore.
He's a sophomore. Okay.
Yes. I knew I thought that was correct, but can't trust my mind, you know. Here's Seabold.
Oh.
Takes high, ball one.
Wow, that ball got away from him.
Good job by Eli to jump up there to get it. 1 ball and no strikes.
It might have been one of those leftover baseballs from the monsoon.
Those baseballs could not have been wetter if they'd been dropped in a swimming pool.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were probably slimy.
There's no dirt here, so that you can't get mud on them. It's just nothing but water.
Yeah,
And maybe rubber pellets. 1-0 pitch from Peak. Another bouncer and a good stop. Throw to second.
He's out.
Got him.
Coming home.
And to home. He's safe. You got the out at second, but the run does come home to score, and it's 8-1.
You know, what's one run right now? If we needed an out.
And the bases are empty now.
Yes.
And the count is 2 balls and no strikes. 7-run lead now for North Forsyth, 8-1. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And Peak with a 2-0.
Wow.
Down low a bit.
So I've noticed a lot of pitchers, even with the bases empty, they pitch from the stretch.
Some do. I mean,
more so than what they used to be.
3-0. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. The Dogs' arms, who have been so consistent all season long, have really struggled to throw strikes here late in this game.
Well, you know, that I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to take up for Samuel. That was some rough conditions to try to pitch it. And there was a stark difference between no rain and rain.
Here's Duckwell. Fouled away, right side, strike 1.
And that in turn just shifted the momentum over to North Forsyth. But that's baseball, you know, and we'll get a chance. We'll get a chance to bat again here in just a little bit.
Nothing in 1 the count. Throw to first. High throw, good stop there by Dingler on the pickoff attempt. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground toward third base and a foul ball.
0-2.
See if Connor can get us out of this inning. 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Just stayed alive. Connor Peak, the third Cedartown batter. Or third Cedartown pitcher, I should say, of the game.
Throwing strikes has been a problem.
Seabold with his lead over at first. Nothing in 2 though on the batter, Duckwell. And the pitch.
Hey,
breaking ball that was too low.
Yeah, that broke down into the turf.
It looked really good coming out of his hand, but it just sunk down too quick. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still ahead in the count.
And the 1-2. Time.
What?
It's a balk.
What do you do?
Call it a balk or an illegal pitch, one or the other. Runner will move up to second.
I missed it, whatever he did.
Each side has had one of those tonight. Mm-hmm. North Forsyth has, and we have. As of that time. No pitch as well, so that will Whatever that pitch was, it doesn't count. So now a runner on second with 2 outs. The pitch just missed. My goodness, where was that? 2-2.
Good location based on what he's been calling.
My guess is they might not have come set. Like, you have to come set and stop pause before you throw, and that might have been what he did.
Yeah.
Hindsight, of course, we can look back at that later.
So he doesn't drop his hands.
2-2. Popped up right side. Cole Dingler giving chase. Still coming.
He's got it.
Underneath. There's the catch, and out number 3. But North Forsyth adds more to the total. They put up a 2 spot.
So now it's
8-1.
8-1.
We'll head now to the bottom half of the inning. Cedartown Bulldogs baseball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Welcome back. Cedartown Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. We're talking about ball players we remember. We mentioned Jeff Blauser. He said Glenn Hubbard. He said, you remember Glenn Hubbard? I said, yeah, I know who he is, but I wasn't alive when he played. That kind of aged us, or aged him a little bit.
Aged me for sure.
Ace Allen and Dylan Cupp, the batters, and Ace Allen takes high for ball 1.
I was talking about what a great guy Mordecai was.
Mike Mordecai, yeah. Clutch utility player for the Braves in the playoffs in 95 and 96. Swing and a miss on a fastball away, 1-1 the count.
Ace is not a bad 9-hole hitter.
No, not at all.
He's got a good bat. He's got speed. It's almost like a leadoff.
It was either you or Jamie. I think it might have been Jamie who said he's the ace in the hole.
I'm the one that said that. But
you said that.
Yeah.
Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I believe he will be.
We mentioned Allen at the plate now. Dylan Cupp due up next, and then Xavier Holiday, 9, 1, and 2 for the Bulldogs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Adams delivers a 1-2 pitch. Hit off the end of the bat, right side. It's going to be foul and out of play. Just barely out of play. And still 1-2. Ace Allen is 0 for 1, but he has a run scored. He reached. It wasn't a walk. It might have been a hit. Might have been a hit batsman.
Well, I'm trying to go back. I know he stole second and third.
And came home. He scored our only run.
That's right. Dylan knocked him home.
Dylan Cupp brought him in. Pitch. Low and away, 2-2.
I'll tell you, that's pretty good discipline for a freshman right there.
Adams comes set, 2-2 to Ace. Yes. Ball 3 upstairs. He's worked another full count. So the 9 and 1 batters in the Cedartown lineup have really done a great job of making Adams work.
That's right. And manufacturing a run, too.
3-2.
There you go.
Ball 4. Second time Allen has reached, and Ace will take his place at first base for Dylan Cupp. By the way, Adams has thrown 68, make it that 69 pitches.
I'll tell you what, I will never give up on this team right here because the way that they hit the ball in bunches, they could put some runs on the board real quick right here.
It's an 8-1 deficit, but
it's not too far.
One bit at a time. Dylan Cupp, the batter. Dylan hits a fly ball left side. Foul territory, third baseman underneath.
Oh.
Drifting around, and the catch is made. Kind of drifted into foul territory. I was out of my view, but I had to go with the word of the umpire there. It is the first time that Dylan's been retired.
So this is a really nice perch up here, Andrew.
Yes, it is. They call it the observation tower.
Reserved for scouts.
And media and scorekeepers and all that.
Yeah.
It's basically below us is the concession stands and the bathrooms.
It's almost like a clubhouse.
But up here you got windows all around. You can walk around here and see everything.
They've got scorekeepers for each game.
Yep. Yeah, if you've never been here to Lake Point, the only thing you would complain about, I guess, is you have to walk 1,000,000 miles for the parking lot.
Yeah, but you found a workaround on that one.
That's my little secret.
Yes. My lips are sealed.
Xavier Holiday with a runner on first and one out now. X is looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Sound like a bomb went off over there.
Yeah. First pitch to Holiday. Called strike one.
I don't blame X for not swinging the tap.
Not your pitch.
Nope.
0-1. Just missed, maybe a tad high.
It was an inch at the most, high and outside a little bit. At the most.
1 ball, 1 strike to count to Holiday. Here's the stretch, the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, that was 83.
Adams has not slowed down a bit. I mean, Ace Allen has been the only person, and Dylan Cupp too, that's really been able to do anything. And of course, Ace has gotten aboard twice via walker, hit batsman either one. Wow. That one just barely missed, ball 2 outside.
I'll consider that a gift because he's been calling that a strike. It might have missed by just a little bit.
Dylan Cupp in 2 at-bats, or in 3 at-bats now. Well, two official at-bats, 3 appearances at the plate. Pitch hit the other way, but foul. Still 2-2. Cupp 1 for 2 with a hit, an RBI, and a walk. And his bat resulting in our only run, bringing in Ace Allen, who got aboard via free pass and moved around. Dogs, doing that ABC baseball.
That's what they're known for.
2-2 the count with 1 out. The pitch. Fouled away again, opposite side. Doesn't get any easier tomorrow. East Paulding and especially Walton. 7A school and a very good one.
7A school is probably about like a NAIA school.
2-2 pitch bounces up there and a full count, 3-2.
There's a lot of students to pick from. There's probably a lot of good ball players don't get to play in a school like that.
I'll tell you, Cedartown Middle School, they've got so many baseball players they had to have 2 games, two teams.
Yeah.
And still people didn't make it. Fouled straight back. And X is battling here. Count stays full, 3-2. Bottom of the 5th. Cedartown trying to get back into this game. They trail by 7, 8-1. 3-2 pitch. X hits one in the air to left field, but it's going to be playable. Center fielder is going to drift over there and make the catch, and that's out number 2.
It's kind of hung up in the air out there.
Yep, that thick air.
Mm-hmm.
And X Holiday is out number 2. And now Eli Barrow. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and now another coaching visit. Looks like this kid is done. And he will leave with an 8-1 lead. Adams, probably pitch count related, I would imagine.
I would think so.
And they'll bring in another pitcher from the bullpen. So we will let you know who it is when we get back after this. It's North Forsyth 8, Cedartown 1. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th and a runner on first. A 90-second break here on the Big Double A.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking for that dream home, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help you find the home you've been looking for. The Hometown Realty team has a reputation for matching people with properties, knowledge of the market, and love of the areas where they work and live. Whether residential, commercial, or land real estate, Rick Baxter of Hometown Realty can help make it happen. Call Rick today at Hometown Realty at 770-505-7766 or directly at 770-547-3139. Find your next home on the web at rickbaxter.net. The winning team at Hometown Realty says, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back, Cedartown Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A. Eli Barrow will face the new pitcher. And the pitch, called strike. 0-1 the count.
Yep.
Who is this? Number 19.
Bentley, did you say?
I'll tell you. There's a pitch that just missed outside, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. I do have their roster. I can look at that here.
I've got Adams.
Adams was the starting pitcher.
Yeah.
Foul back. It's 1-2.
Well, it hasn't changed yet on.
Said 19?
Yes.
Of course, that's cut off on the picture I took. He will remain a mystery for now.
Yes, he will.
1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, missed away. Everybody in the outfield was heading to the dugout. They thought they had strike 3, and they did not. We'll find out maybe in a moment, maybe between innings here, who the new pitcher is. 2-2 pitch. Just got a piece and stay alive.
Hang in there.
And the count's still 2-2. There's a ball hit straight away center field, but it's going to be playable.
That's well hit. Oh.
The center fielder backs up, almost has to turn his back. It kept on carrying there in center field, but it takes a long way to go that way, and it's going to be out number 3 in the 5th inning. 8-1 the score. We head now to the top of the 6th. We'll come back after this word from our Cedartown Bulldog sponsors on the Big Double A.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-priced national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown, across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Well, you learn something new every day, and this one we did not know was timed, and we reached the time limit of this game, and that's a final. Cedartown falls in their first game of the season, 8-1 to North Forsyth, in a game that's got out of hand, really thanks to the elements. And obviously there's things that Cedartown could have done better. Offensively speaking, we could have done better. We just never could get anything going against their pitcher Adams, and North Forsyth, even though they were 2-3 and they're now 3-3, they're a good ball club.
They are a very good ball club. That was a very good pitch game by their pitcher. We just had a rough inning there in the third when we got the rain. It was unfortunate. The timing was when Samuel was out there on the mound, and the ball just got slippery. I think he might have lost a little bit of confidence, and
he never recovered.
He never recovered
from that. No. And my hope is that he will shake this off.
Yes.
And when he comes back out and pitches again, probably next week, either against Rockmart or against Pepperell, that he'll be able to shake that off and go back to the form that we know he can do, and that's throwing strikes, throwing the breaking balls, and mesmerizing batters.
So look at the first two innings. He threw how many balls in there were 90%?
I think he had less than 10 balls in the first
10 balls.
2 innings, yeah.
I mean, and they couldn't get anything going on him and get into that inning with the rain, and it just changed everything. The momentum, the feel of the game changed. It was unfortunate that occurred. But, that's baseball. That's what happens.
That's right.
And you have to bounce back.
And I do believe they will. We got some tough opponents tomorrow. And, again, Coach Johnson has told me, and he's told you, and he's told everybody else who's been following Cedartown baseball, he schedules tough games at the beginning of the year.
On purpose.
On purpose. It's to get you, set and ready to go to face some tough competition. And I think playing a team like North Forsyth, it's not a team we're going to see, in regular season play. But it's a kind of caliber team that you could possibly see in the playoffs.
Well, we played a 6A team Monday. We played a 6A team today. We got one tomorrow and a 7A.
Yeah.
So I think he's pretty smart by doing that because, like you said, you play better when you play tougher competition.
Absolutely.
And I applaud him for doing that. I think it gets you in a good mindset too. If you do good against these 6A, 7A teams, you have a bit of confidence about you.
The line score goes like this. Cedartown falling to North Forsyth. They had 8 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error for the Cedartown Bulldogs. The winning pitcher, Adams, who pitched 5 2/3 of an inning and 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed, and 1 run.
Yes.
So he was pretty dominant tonight for North Forsyth. We'll be with you again tomorrow, 3 p.m. first pitch tomorrow afternoon. Should be a good day for baseball, hoping and should be that the rain will be done by tomorrow afternoon, and we should be able to have some clear weather for a couple of baseball games. Tomorrow, 3 p.m., Cedartown versus East Paulding, this time the East Paulding Raiders.
Yeah.
So, and I just noticed on the screen it says Warriors. I forgot to change it from Atlanta, but it's okay. It's all right.
That's all right.
hindsight's 20/20, right?
Well,
but anyway, there you go.
You got a lot going on there.
There's a lot going on. We'll change it for tomorrow, and it will be the Raiders tomorrow. Cedartown will be taking on the East Paulding Raiders and the Walton Raiders, the nightcap of that one. And Sam Branch will be along with myself for the call. Of course, you'll be here too, just kind of filming around, doing your thing. And again, be sure you subscribe to Sergeant Dog Productions, SGT Dog, DAWG Productions on YouTube, Facebook, and you'll see all kinds of really good stuff on there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolutely. And thank you for what you do for us as well. Again, your final score, Cedartown falls 8-1 to North Forsyth, the Raiders. And thanks to Ethan back at the radio station. We'll be with you again tomorrow for the Twin Bill starting at 3 p.m. From my partner over here, Kelly O'Neill, I'm Andrew Carter. Remember, when the Bulldogs play, you'll hear them on the Big AA. Good night. God bless from Lake Point Sporting Complex here in Emerson.
Go Dogs.
W291 TS Cedartown.